What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Mr. Groovy Pants. We are going to review Renfield. Me and my wife just watched it last night, and let me tell you, it is something else. All right, well, let's just get right into it. We have a 58% tomato meter, which is a bit harsh, and a 79% audience score, which is pretty good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start. Where we always start. Well, let's do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start that here. Let's see here. Do some negatives. Okay, Ty Burr says, ultimately undone by its self-satisfied snark and the bombastic CGI overkill decreed by the modern movie marketplace. Rex says this surfeit of loud, obnoxious, violent junk audaciously claims to call itself a vampire farce, but there isn't a genuine shred of originality anywhere in sight, and it's as witty as an ambulance with a flat tire. Jesus. There are a few decent ideas in Renfield, but they're left to die of starvation while the plot gives us scene after scene in which gangsters have shootouts. Alright, we'll just do that. We'll just do those three. Let's do some positives. Let's see here. Jake Wilson says the main attraction is Nicolas Cage's barnstorming performance as Dracula, played mainly for laughs, yet indicating careful study of his many predecessors in the role. TT says Nicholas Holt brings a lot of energy and fun. He's always ready to spill into campy every once in a while, too. It's a great pairing. Nicolas Cage is living in that world. Let's see, Matt says it's a clever hook and one that follows fresh blood to be pumped into the Dracula saga. Caitlin says Renfield is pretty much exactly what it presents itself as in the marketing, for good and for ill. And while it is amusing, it doesn't take the time to really dig into interesting concepts and topics it presents. Amy will end with Amy here. Every conflict in this film is a masterful choreographic of blood, bone, and tearing skin with Nick Cage vamping it up. I know, but I had to say it. By channeling the signature moves of both Bela Lugosi and Frank Langella. Okay, let's see about some audience. Ba-boom. Oh, find some negatives. Not very many negatives. It seems. Well, it seems like everybody likes it. Oh, here's one. Sam says What We Do in the Shadows did and does this better. Who says average movie, the two performances from Cage and Holt carry the film, but the story underwhelming. Okay. Not going to read all that. Let's see if we can find one more. Not going to read all that. Here we go. Jody. I was expecting a trashy comedy gore fest. Sadly, it was just trash. It's not that the actors were lacking, more that it was poorly edited. Like looking at scenes of a movie just thrown together. It's a shame because it could have been fun. Alright, let's head back to the first page and do some positives. I don't know why I'm scrolling down. It does it up there. Okay. Here's we go. Kieran. Renfield is outrageously fun and absurd horror comedy that delivers on its promise of ridiculous violence. Director Chris McKay injects the film with self-awareness and humor, and the performance from Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult are highlights. If you're a fan of horror and don't mind some graphic violence, you'll have a great time watching Renfield. FF says thoroughly entertaining. It's campy and fun. I'd give it a 4.5 if there were half-star options, only because it wouldn't be on my list of best movies of all time. But I've got no complaints, and really hard to say having a good time isn't worth the highest rating anyway. Okay. Sarah says campy and ridiculous, exactly what you'd expect from a Nicolas Cage vampire movie. Suspend your disbelief and enjoy the ride. I will do one more. Here we go. Coffee, whatever. A classic vampire movie we needed. Nicolas Cage is that dude. He is one of my favorite Draculas ever played. His tone and the makeup was just fun. Bring on the bloody mess, 80s style. We can finally be terrified on vampires again. Stupid, glittering anyway. It's a fun one. Okay, let's head back to the main page here. All right. So, in my opinion, I really liked it. It was. Don't go into it thinking, if you watch it, don't go into it thinking like, oh, this is gonna be some masterpiece. Like it's just fun. It's just plain dumb fun. Just a lot of blood, gore, and fun, and Nicolas Cage all wrapped up together. But yeah, you got Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult. The Nicholas Hoult really does carry a lot. He's I like a lot of his stuff. I like he plays like the like he's kind of got a little Nicolas Cage in him. He plays like the odd stuff, which is kind of cool. Uh, didn't really. I mean, she was okay. I mean, nothing special there. He was kind of funny, whiny kid kind of thing. Like he was the son of her, which is like the crime boss, and he's all right. But these two really here, these two, Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult, steal the show every time they come on. Nicolas Cage is something else. He really delves in to Nicolas Cage in this movie. Like he steals that role. I really enjoy. He cracked me up every time I saw him. The way he was, his posture, his mannerisms, just everything cracked me up. Uh, I would recommend it if you haven't seen it already. I do recommend you check it out. It is streaming. You can watch it. I don't know if it's still in theaters, but you can rent it on Vudu. You can watch it on Peacock, which is free. Or well, I don't know if Peacock's free, but it's free. You can watch it on Peacock. Apple TV and Prime Video. We watched on Peacock. But it's definitely, if you like ridiculous Cage, this is definitely the movie for you. It's nutty. There's another one coming out with Nicolas Cage. I can't remember what it's called. The Devil something. I plan to watch that and probably do a review on that. I love Nick Cage. Love me some Cage, dude. He is just one of the best. Like, oh man. But I mean, just look at this picture. Like, look at that. Like, what even? He's just nuts. Anyway, but yeah, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. Just because I mean, it's not like the best thing ever. I mean, but it's fun. Don't go in thinking it's gonna knock your socks off. Just go in and expect a fun, gory ride because that is what it is, and it delivers. Now, if I honestly just because of Cage, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10, just because of Nick Cage. But yeah, it's only an hour and a half, so it's not like it's gonna take up all your time. But definitely check it out. Definitely something worth watching. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. No harm, no foul. But that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was kind of helpful. I didn't really talk about the plot. Really, I kind of just went on a fanboy of Nick Cage. The plot. I mean, the plot's pretty much explained in the trailer, so it's not hard to follow. But there's no like twists or anything. There's there's nothing too surprising about it. So, if you're just looking to have a fun night, check it out. But thanks for tuning into this review, and until the next one or the next thing where I see you, you guys stay groovy out there, and I will catch you all on the flip flop. Chinese.